I've been down for the count, but don't count me out, 'cause I'm back. Boom, boom, I'm back. Welcome.
Okay, what a great intro. Okay, calm down, calm down. Yeah, I know it's pretty great. So, hey, Energy Party people, it's another rousing edition of Magic Mondays. I'm your hostess and your love and magic mentor, perhaps, Colleen McCann. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. And if you're watching in such a way that you cannot comment and let me know that you're watching, if you have my phone number, send me a text, or I would love to play a theme song for you. I'm just saying. And we'll probably play a couple extras because I know some people are watching. Okay, good story, bro. Okay, so let's go ahead and smudge the space while we play my beautiful theme song, care of Artica Productions. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen.
Okay, I'm using Sage right now, and that's not obvious. It's like, I know it looks extra giant in the screen, but it really is giant. Yeah, so I've kind of set things up a little differently, so bear with me. Oh, come on. Come on. Seriously, it's hard to be cool sometimes. Okay, so whew, it's been an interesting morning. Okay, so we're smudging the space, getting ready for some connection and magic, and I feel like I'm not looking in the right place. Give me a second, folks. Um, Okay, I mirrored my camera differently. I don't know if that made the difference. Oh my God. And I'm continuously clicking on the wrong spot. If I'm looking in the wrong place, I apologize. And that's enough of the sage, the giant sage log. I'm pretty sure that's what they call them at the metaphysical bookstores, sage logs sold here. Okay. So let's just get that out of the way. Okay, welcome and happy President's Day. Has it been changed to Trump Day? Okay, not to make things political, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. But anyway, I'm really happy that you're here. And yeah, there's a lot going on in my world right now. Well, before we get to that, if we get to that, I really want to get to the magic, but there's still some things I have to tell you. So let's check the messages here. Okay, so Judy, hello from your holistic inner author coach. I'm working and listening to your show simultaneously, sending love to you and all your wonderful supportive viewers. Oh, Judy. Well, if you want to know about Judy, read my book. And she's mentioned, I believe, several times, including a special acknowledgement at the end. Anyway, and Judy also says, hi, Coop and Yvonne. Okay, so before we go on to any other messages, let's go ahead and find Judy's theme song. Here you go, Judy.
Let's all welcome Judy. Judy, she made it to the show today. Welcome.
Welcome indeed. Yeah, thanks, Judy. And we get a lovely buenos dias from Art and Erica, Artica Productions. So you know what that means. You know what that means. Here we go.
Art and Erica, Erica and Art. Thank you for joining us, doing your part. Yeah.
Yeah. And Yvonne, good morning. Here until 11:30, then I'll have to go. Well, thank you for reporting in, and yeah, I want to talk to you, Yvonne, but that's another story. Okay, so let's find Yvonne's theme song. Here we go.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
Check her out. Okay, maybe because my computer's facing a weird way. Sorry, I feel like I'm looking in the wrong place and it just feels weird. Okay, I think maybe that's better. Oh, man, like my husband says, it's hard to be cool sometimes. A lot of times. Yay. Well, thank you for being here, Yvonne. And let's see. And Coop, we'll be bringing Coop on in a second. He says, hi, everybody. And then Yvonne says, hi, Coop. Hi, Judy. And let's see, Art and Erica say, oh, Yvonne says, hi, Art and Erica. Okay. So, watch out what happens if Dr. Shannon shows up. Anyway, well, thank you all for being here. You're all so fun. Yeah, I think I played everybody. Oh, that's so funny. Guess who? Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Shannon. So here we go. Here you go, Shannon. Here's your theme song.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Hey. Well, I'm glad you're here, Shannon. And I hope you're maybe even getting a holiday. I didn't even know it was a holiday today until this morning when I tried to call about a life insurance policy that I just wanted to pay them some money. That's all I wanted to do. And I was about to cut a bitch. If I was like an unstable person, like you hear about the postal shootings and school shooting, whatever. Yeah, I kind of I was so frustrated with this company that it's I just wanted to cut a bitch. Anyway, I'm not a violent person, but it just feels a little bit good to think about cutting a bitch. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. And I still haven't had it completely resolved, but resolved enough. Anyway, but man, it sent me into I thought I was really triggered, except when I talked to somebody, I got over it immediately. And then later I picked up my pendulum, okay, there has to be something here for me to check. And there wasn't. Oh, I think I just dealt with it. I found the proper channel. Okay. What's that? Cool story, bro. Yeah, that's right. So let me just talk a little bit about what's going on. Judy said, hi, Shannon, nice entrance. Yeah, it was perfect, Shannon. I don't know if you heard, but I just said, oh, I just mentioned you possibly showing up. Anyway, so what is happening in my world? Yeah, I guess the biggest thing to mention is, well, there's several things to mention. I don't have to say everything, but yeah, if you get my newsletter, there's a lovely story that was sent in to me. I'm not even going to talk about it here. If you want to read it, sign up for my newsletter. Yeah, today's newsletter I thought was extra something good. If I do say so myself. Yeah. But more and more I'm getting, as more and more people read my book, I'm getting these messages that are just so lovely from readers. And I got one the other day from Gabby. Maybe Gabby. Oh, Gabby. Hi. I even asked you if you'd be, I'm assuming I'm talking to you, Gabby, as if you're watching, because I know you watch in a way that you can't comment. So if you feel like it, send me a text and let me know. Not important. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so I got a message from Gabby, and I won't say where she was, but she was receiving a service from a woman who was a nurse, and as she said, a fellow badass, sensitive badass. And this woman who was providing the service asked what she was reading, what Gabby was reading, and it was my book. And so in turn, this woman went and bought my book, and 6 weeks later, she goes back for another service from this same sensitive badass nurse lady. And the woman said that she'd read my book, loved it, and has been doing energy work on herself and her family and her friends, her clients. It's wow. That just, well, of course, when I got that message, it would come as no surprise to anybody who knows me for 5 minutes that I immediately cried. And it's looked up to the universe, more of that, please. Excuse me, I'm still getting over my cough. Why is it a cough is always the last thing to go? Anyway, So that's just so lovely. And I can hardly wait to hear from this woman. Oh, but another amazing thing that happened um, just the other day, I was on a phone call. Okay, I'm going to get to your message in a second, Judy. Maybe for the yeah, so Judy sent me a message about feeling triggered again and again by all this Trump stuff. And so maybe that's what not maybe, we're going to ask if that's the proper thing to ask about for the group healing today as soon as I get through my stories. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for putting that out there, Judy. Yeah, so the boring backstory is I had a phone call set up with a friend that I met through my Mary Morrissey work. Oh my God, it's so powerful. But anyway, and so we set up a chat, and Dave was home. Oh, okay. Well, this riveting story is going to have to wait because it is 11:11, at least on the West Coast, and I don't care where you are. Waving my magic wand. I'll have to bring my magic wand next time. Yeah, make a wish wherever you are. So put it out there. What would be something you would absolutely love in your life? Here we go. Okay, so yeah, so I was getting ready to talk to this woman. Dave was upstairs. I didn't want my conversation to disrupt what he was doing, so I just went in the other room. And because I now have my desk right now, the setup is in our living room because that's like the only background I could do anything with. I love this house. Javier is amazing, but oh my God, yeah. But anyway, we don't need to spend more time there. Anyway, and my desk used to be in the other room where I would do my show, and it just felt so like detached. It's like the redheaded stepchild, like extra add-on or something to this house. It's very, anyway, that's where the sauna lives. And so in order to put my desk in the living room, I know the story continues. I know you're on the edge of your seat. Get out your popcorn. But anyway, we needed to move the big chair that matches the couch. It's a great chair, but we hardly ever use it. So it's in perfect condition. Anyway, so we put it in that room, and I thought, oh, that'll be a cozy place for me to read. Not, because I don't want to hang out there. But it was a perfect place to talk to my friends. So, and I swear I'm getting to my point. That was the juicy background. So I'm sitting in this chair and I'm like riveted talking to my friend, and every so often I would just kind of look up and I could see the side of the sauna, and there are some hooks and some things hanging from those hooks. Just kind of random things I didn't know what else to do with. And so my eyes would kind of fixate vaguely on, a few hanging things, and a necklace my sister-in-law bought me at the Picasso or the Dali Museum in Spain. Anyway, things like that. And it was about an hour into our conversation that my eyes shifted slightly to the right. And I was trying to stay present and listen to my friend as I was like, what am I seeing? And this might not mean anything to you because, well, it's not your story, but I kind of didn't even know what to say. I was just like, what am I seeing right now? So I have been convinced that it's actually the pendulum that's pictured in my book. I think it was the Desert Mystic. I forget. But that pendulum was purchased like immediately. I thought, okay, that's the last one, the last pendulum I've made from, the awesome pendies I made with my brother's help at his body piercing jewelry factory. Anyway, yeah. And I look up and there's another one of my pendulums. Yeah, they're really special. It's like, not to pat myself on the back, but I'll double pat. I'm doubling down on this because they are fucking magic. Anyway, and there's one just hanging there. And there's a reader of mine, Kim, who she heard about my book. She read it, loved it. Even so cute. She's like, I think I want you to be my new best friend. It's like, and I said, well, you'll have to talk to Sadie about that. But anyway, And she's like, I heard you don't have any more pendulums, but if you ever make any more again, like I want one. And so I immediately thought of her when I saw this pendulum and made her a really goofy video of like, I'm astounded. Like, I cannot believe, I feel like it's like it was almost cue tears of validation. Whew. Yeah, it was like staying out of my vision because it's meant for her. So that's what we're going with. And I sent her a goofy video of like, I found this. Do you want it? And she's sold. Anyway, so yeah, so she's going to get her pendy, and just another sign of magic in the universe. Yeah. Whew. So anyway, so that was fun. And I'll share another thing. So this week, so I have a client I've been working with, and she's been really, I know you can't relate, but she's been really, really going through it. Basically a lifetime of a lot of just hard stuff. Kind of like over the, like, kind of, I know we've all had hard stuff and you can't really compare this shit, but yeah, beyond anything I've endured. Anyway, and so I've been working with her for a little while, and she sent me a text the other night, and I'll just vaguely tell you the story. You don't know who she is. I'm always just over the top, like not wanting to out anybody or share anybody's personal stuff. But if it can be used as like a learning experience, I think you understand where I'm at. Anyway, so she texted me that we had been working a little bit on, she has an ex-boyfriend who, my understanding is, I don't know, all I know about him is that it sounded like he was bad news, but she can't shake him energetically. And so the other night she sent me a text and she's like, I didn't tell you, but how she said she had put a curse on him to never stop thinking about her. And she's saying, but without knowing that, she's telling me like, well, I can't, his energy is around me all the time. And I'm like, first of all, I thanked her for having the balls to admit that. And then we can do something about it. And so I asked her, have you lifted the curse yet? Or have you considered lifting the curse? Oh, I don't know how to do that. And so what was really cool for me is how I handled this differently. And it just verifies the coaching business that I'm starting. So, yeah, the power of being coached. And once upon a time, so first of all, I'll tell you what I said to her, and then how this was handled differently than I maybe would have in the past. I love seeing growth in other people and myself. So, excuse me. Seriously, this cough thing. Anyway, yeah. And she's like, oh, I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, okay. So I just gave her some ideas to like just try. So I said, well, get out your pendulum. And she feels a little sketchy about, she's not super proficient with her pendulum. And I told her, ask if you can lift the curse. I think it was really simple. And then she got back to me later and said, I get a no, I can't. I'm like, okay. All right. So I forget, like I suggested, okay, well, it sounds like you need to forgive yourself for putting the curse on him, and you need to forgive him for whatever you need to forgive him for. And I think I suggested, okay, just sit down, close your eyes, and picture him in front of you, and maybe talk. Yeah, just like picture him and picture giving him forgiveness and giving yourself forgiveness. And I read in a really amazing book, in a meditation. Okay, spoiler, it was me. But doing a meditation, and my magic word for the day was forgiveness. And what I got from it was for when I forgive somebody, it's for giving me back my freedom or my peace or whatever. So really, you're doing yourself a favor. by forgiving. Anyway, and so I just gave her some, some visualization she could try. And she got back to me and she's like, okay, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have an out loud conversation with him as if he was in front of me. And she had all these ideas. I'm like, great. I'm on the edge of my seat. And then later, she said she did all that. And then she checked in again. And that, yes, she was able to lift the curse and she did so. And what was so cool about that is once upon a time, me being me, because I can't stand when people are hurting, because it hurts me, which is, I know, for me to look at. But historically, it would have been like, oh, do you want me to check you real quick? I'll just lift the curse. No big deal. And it's like, okay, well, that would be nice. And sometimes that has its place. But for her, it was like, no, it was an opportunity and it was so much more relaxing for me. It was just kind of this fun exchange of like, okay, it's like, I see your power before you do, like if allow me to hold space that you are more powerful than you realize yet, and just keep on trucking and keep trying. And it was just so powerful to not even consider like doing it for her. I told her, well, we can always check this out next time we do a session, but it's so much more powerful for her to realize, oh, I could do this myself. I just needed to keep pursuing how I get a yes instead of just going with, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. So, yeah. And once upon a time, maybe I would have stopped there too. But when it comes to energy work, if I get a no, I respect if it's a legit no, like that's not safe for me. This is not my place. Otherwise, what can I do energetically to clean up whatever's here that's saying I can't do this, or I don't have the capacity, or blah, blah, blah. You name it. Anyway, gosh, Colleen, what do you have to say about that? Nothing. Anyway, so it was just so much fun. It's so much more fun to teach a man to fish, than to just like, oh, I'll take care of this for you. Not that doesn't have its place, especially in an emergency. Okay, there's a comment. Aw, Marianne is here. She says, hello, Colleeny Weenie. She's my friend from high school. And just a reminder for anybody who's forgotten, well, I think the theme song says it all. So let me find your theme song, Marianne. It's among my favorites. Here we go.
Marianne has a fabulous pair of cans. Colleen once made a cake, but there is no mistake. Hey, hey, let's welcome Marianne. Welcome.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Marianne. Awesome. Yeah, so coaching good. Yeah. I have a lot to say about coaching because I'm in the thick of, as I've been saying, ever increasing clarity around what I'm going to be offering. And I'll just tell you right now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe of doing a live little webinar, or maybe it's just something I record and then you can look at for free, where I give valuable information trying to get out of the ever-shifting sunlight. Okay, whatever. So in that little webinar, it will introduce, but I'd like to create just kind of maybe it'll just be like a 5-week course. It won't be expensive. And it's just like a way to dip your toe in without a big financial thing, to get further information about really how to create a really solid foundation for doing energy work. It's not just like, oh, I can get a yes and no with my pendulum. There's so much more to it than that. And so it'll be a class about that. And then, at the end of that class, if you're still interested, if you want more, then I'll be offering what I call my signature program of some sort. And that will have like, a live group class every week, and probably every other week there'll be like a Q&A class, and I'll do demos and teach deeper and deeper magic. And then after that, and of course the price goes up each time. I'm like not going to be sketchy about hidden how much anything's going to cost. It's like, Either people are going to want it or they're not. And I'm not here to convince anybody of shit, which is really, really powerful to feel that way instead of like I need to sell anybody anything. Fuck that shit. I'll just be offering. And what I have to offer is what are the words? Really fucking powerful. Really fucking powerful magic. And learning how powerful you are and doing energy work and shifting your beliefs a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, and then from that, say, 8-week course, the signature program, then I'll offer some kind of elite program that will be a year-long deep dive into magic. Anyway, so, and that will be a chunk of change. That will be a lot of, a bit of cheddar. And the thing is, when you don't put some skin in the game and maybe feel a little bit like, ooh, nervous about it, you're probably not going to do that fucking course. I've given away so much shit for free or services for free over the years. And sometimes, it's just necessary and it's great. And I'd love to, if I could just offer everything for free, I would love to. But there's this whole money thing that our society is built on. So, excuse me. So I'm really learning about my relationship with money that is intricately tied to me being me in the world. So it's all been fascinating. And even during the hard times, I'm enjoying every bit of it because that's right. Cue the right thing. Give me a moment. Because I know the universe is in a conspiracy for my happiness and the universe always has my back. Therefore, if it's happening to me, it's happening for me. And, oops, an accidental monkey. Yeah. And so pair my beliefs about the universe plus what I'm getting from my mentoring that I'm receiving from Mary Morrissey, like the things I'm learning about a different way of thinking and gaining power that way, combined with my magic. Well, as one of my clients said many years ago, and she was like begging me, like, codify what you do and teach what you do. And all these years later, I finally did it and have a book. Yay. She always, her words always stuck with me. She's like, Colleen, you're sitting on a gold mine. Like people need this. So everything in its divine timing. But I just wanted to put that out there. Just, for me being bold and messy and just taking action toward my dream of helping as many women as possible. Let's just say millions of women around the world reclaim their magic and know how powerful they are and feel empowered. And I'm sure I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. When I first became a chiropractor, right before I started actually working with the practice that invited me, and then I divorced 9 months later. But it's always nice to be invited. But I remember I was a brand new chiropractor, just licensed and out to save the world. Excuse me. And I was so scared also. And I was waiting for some food in Sacramento, in Elk Grove specifically, at La Boulangerie, La Bou, and waiting for my food. And there was a little magazine, like freebie magazine rack. And I just picked up something because I can't be without entertainment for 5 seconds. And my phone didn't have games on it yet. And so I just randomly opened this magazine. And there was a Women's Circle of Empowerment group that was starting soon. And I still remember that feeling of like the first words in my brain, because I was by myself. I said it in my brain. I said, I need that. And I signed up for it. Whew. And that was a really beautiful year that got me some steps further in my path. And when people read my book, the intention behind it is that for the right people, they're like, I need that. So that's what I'm talking about offering. And I'm crying. Oh, well, it's part of my magic. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to put that out there. I hope I finished all my thoughts, whatever. If I didn't, Well, welcome to me. I have lots of ideas. They do not all come to fruition. But I am always led to the things that I definitely am meant to do. So, Judy says, great teaching today. I received a huge lesson. Aw. And Marianne sends, heart. And Yvonne, I guess, had to go. Oh, it's 11:30. She said, have a great week, everyone. You too, Yvonne. Marianne says hugs. And yeah, so I think I'm reading a really amazing book, but I'm going to leave that till next time. I'm sorry, I'm listening to it. And it's spoiler, it's kind of a modern day take on all the old timey books like Napoleon Hill that I'm studying with Mary Morrissey. And it's fabulous and it's already changing my life. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I'll say more about it as I get further in it, but it's called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. And listening to her and just the way she speaks, I feel like I'm sitting with a friend, and I hope that's what it feels like when people hear me reading my book. Anywho, okay, so how about we bring oh, you know what? We're going to do a little sponsor roulette. I'm not looking at my scrolling, and I'm just going to see where I land, and that's our sponsor. Okay. All right. Today's sponsor is Burden of Poof, a support group for frustrated magicians. Burden of Poof. Anyway, mention Magic Mondays for a free magic wand waxing. Anyway, okay. Waxing. That's weird. All right. So how about we bring Coop on? Seriously, Coop, you should have coupons. But anyway, all right. So let's get his theme song ready here. If I could get to the right place, there we go. Okay, here we go, Coop.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Coop. We're catching up with Coop. Yeah.
Hey, Coop.
Hey there.
So, how are you doing, sidekick extraordinaire?
I'm good. I mean, if you want to get right to it, I'm kind of like bored. But anything that I can think that I might like want to go and do or whatever, just something such a hassle. I don't want to bother with it.
So not really feeling inspired.
Yeah, no, I'm doing the thing that you need to do. With the state and with things in my life and people, and I feel like I'm like taking care of business, but I want more than that. I want more. I just don't feel like I have any passion for anything. I don't have anything really I'm looking forward to. So,
I hate that feeling.
Yeah. So, which I don't know. I mean, is that really what life's all about? Always looking forward to something. I mean, so try not to feel too bad about that. I'm trying to maybe feel just, I don't know. Yeah, just feel kind of blah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing okay, and I'm not down really, but I'm not like up for anything either. Like I would love. I want to go visit Bria. That's like 500 miles away, and God, I don't know. Just sounds like a hassle. So I can't do that. I want to go take Aries to the snow. But again, it's just something. I just don't want to ever go out and do anything. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. So otherwise, I mean, of course, it's been raining. That doesn't help. But
yeah, that's not super inspiring. Let's go frolic in the snow while it's raining. That sounds really messy. And you have a very hairy dog.
Although actually, there's one thing I've noticed that since this Allie passed, she was probably 80-90% of the dog hair that was on my carpet.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, yeah, when I pet her, she had this more flyaway hair than Aries does. Aries' hair seems much more tightly woven. So, but yeah,
They're not siblings, right?
No, they're not. No, they're
okay.
Yeah, but when I used to like vacuum my living room, I would have to empty the canister like 6 times. Wow. And now with Aries, it's like once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's not a bad thing.
yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like all the hair that's in my car is from Allie. So yeah,
I remember when my cat, I'm sorry.
I used to wake up with like hair stuck to my lips, at night. And that was
Huh?
all. It was her hair in the air because it was. He had much more fine of a coat. It would just come off easier, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. So I don't really know why that's really here.
Well, it's nice to acknowledge the good things that even though you wish you were, she was still here, but
Yeah,
there's some positive things too. Uh, yeah, like when my cat Charlie died, I decided pretty much immediately, like I'd gotten so much closure prior to her dying. Like I had done a lot of like mourning already because I knew it was coming. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
imminent, and then took her to be put down. And I remember going home after the vet visit and like deciding, okay, I feel complete with her. I'll miss her. I love her, but I'm not going to be in mourning about her forever. Like I feel like I'm not saying you, but I get the impression sometimes like people think, oh, it seems like they don't love their somebody or their pet if they're not constantly sad about it and like, whatever, who cares? Everyone has their experience, but I decided, no, we're good. And I gathered up all my cat stuff because I was not going to get another cat. And I immediately thought of like, okay, well, one of the good things is, and my point is, well, no one's going to be stepping, I don't know how she would do it, but directly over covers, directly on my nipple, like at 5 a.m. or on my bladder. There's not going to be cat litter like trailed into our bed.
Right.
I have to clean up puke because she was a bit of a bulimic. Fat bulimic. Anyway, so it was nice to like find that, yeah, there are good things too. But man, it sure would be nice to hold her for a few minutes.
Yeah. I miss Allie a lot.
Yeah. And for me, it's easier to say because it was like well over a decade ago. So anyway, but love to Allie. She was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Yeah. I'm sorry.
There's
Um,
he's whining at me. He wants to go outside, but if we came outside, he'll start barking because he wants to go out front to the street. I can't let him outside, but he's not happy in here either. But then,
I can only imagine that you do this, but do you talk to him like, okay, look, I cannot take you out front right now
yeah,
because that requires a leash and that requires this. So I'll like explain it to him like you would a person that would understand.
sure. And then when he does this to me, I tell him to use his words, and I can't understand it. He needs to make it more clear. Because he's a generally just pretty dissatisfied dog. He always seems to be wanting something, and nothing that I can give him or do for him seems to help for a long time. So it's kind of frustrating. But
Well, all you need to do, Coop, is get a pendulum, read my book, do what it says, and ask about
yeah,
your dog's dissatisfaction. And you know what, Coop? I'll just say this since you mentioned it. When I had my cat, there would be times where she would act. I mean, we all know cats get the crazies, but she would be acting in a weird way. And I'd check on it, and I would get that she was holding my depression or
um,
my anxiety or whatever. And as soon as I would clear it from her, then she'd go back to normal. So she was kind of a little canary in the coal mine, like
yeah,
reflecting back because she was swimming in my soup all day when I was home,
yeah, yeah. No, I can
and
imagine.
picking it up.
Yeah,
So it might be, yeah, he might be reflecting your dissatisfaction
that makes a lot of sense actually. I would have to try.
so anyway, yeah. So I'm sorry if I talked about dead animals too much, but I loved your doggy too. And I know that she was super, super important and special to you. And
Yeah,
I'm sure she still knows it. But now she gets to be free of, that weird shit that was happening in her body.
yeah. She had lumps everywhere.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Fun life.
Right.
So are you ready for some magic?
I am. Bring it on.
So I wrote down 3 things just as possible things to do for the group today, or a focus for the group. I wrote down what Judy said. Oh, well, I'll just put what Judy had written at the beginning. She said, "Hello. That is not what I was looking for. Give me a sec. Okay, so she said, I'm tired of feeling triggered again and again by all this Trump stuff. Too much to keep up with. I need some help. Anyone else? So I put that on my list, but I also wrote what you said about being bored, and also like lacking a feeling of passion
Yeah.
for anything. Like you don't have like some big passion project.
No.
Are you still doing it's so funny, I'm casually asking you, are you still doing the gun stuff?
I am. That's one thing that I'm looking into is doing some competitive shooting. Just, um, but again, it's like I don't know, far away, like an hour drive to the nearest USPSA, U.S. Practical Shooting Association. So
So
yeah,
you don't want it. So if you really wanted that, you would make an hour happen.
yeah, I've done. I mean, yeah, in my life, I've gotten in a car and
I know,
driven
right?
far for less,
Mm-hmm.
So
We all have.
yeah, it's all to me. It's all mental. But it's like, yeah, oh, that sounds good. Then it comes time to go do it, and it's like, eh.
Yeah. So
And
well,
I
there's
sit here all
always
day. I sit
energy.
here all day thinking about what I didn't do. And I'm like just watching YouTube and Seinfeld, and I don't know, just kind of killing the day. So like every day is a gift, and feel like I'm kind of squandering it. So
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're not alone. I know I've had times where I'm just not feeling the passion and being knocked out for a couple of weeks. I had to keep reminding myself, I know what my passion is, but I'm feeling jack.
that's yeah,
And do I have the energy to go brush my teeth?
yeah.
Um,
I think it's life when you're in your groove, and it's like it just kind of feeds on itself, and yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for your vulnerability and saying where you're at. And like I said, I'm
And
sure.
I'm not unhappy, and I have it so much better than. I mean, yeah, I have lots to feel grateful for, and I've talked to my kids, and I've talked to my parents, and yeah, I mean, it's nothing's, but it's just yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So I put passion, board, and triggers around the T
Yeah,
guy.
that's not been helping me either at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard somebody, so I have this woman that I've been checking in with every Wednesday morning for a while, and she's a client and she's older, and like something just drew me to her, like, and so we were having these conversations where she's with the intention of, she learns stuff as I'm learning how I'm creating my programs that I was talking about, and she's helping me flesh that out. And what was my point? Oh my god, so much preface, what the fuck. Why did I mention her? Well, that fell out of my head, so it might just be I need to stop talking about that, or I'm not testing as me. So let's just find out and see if I'm testing as myself. So my name is Colleen. Nope. Okay, so
Ah,
somebody's probably trying to get my attention, or it's just we're gonna poof that conversation. Yeah, what was I gonna tell you about her? Ugh. I'll probably remember it as soon as we hang up. But anyway, so let's go ahead. Aw. Marianne, I'm making this into something that you don't mean it as, but my brain. Marianne said, "You can always come hold my cat." Okay. Anyway, that's really sweet. And Marianne, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we get together sometime? Aren't we both in Southern California? But anyway, have a little school reunion of our own. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we're just going to dive in here. So my name is Colleen. Nope. Okay. I am testing as someone else. Yes. That was very clear and fast. Okay. I'm testing as a human on the planet. Yes. I'm testing as someone in non-physical form. Nope. Okay. All right. This is a male. I'm testing as a male. Okay. I'm testing as Coop. Yes. I'm testing as Art. No. Okay. All right. We're just getting to it. So let me make a note of that. God, what was I going to tell you about her? Anyway. Oh, that was your phone, right?
That's my phone charge alarm. It's
Okay.
I don't know if anybody on this probably doesn't watch a lot of that show Archer, the cartoon. John Benjamin. He's like the world's greatest spy. At least that's what he calls himself.
Yeah, Dave used to watch it sometimes, and I have
That-
very low tolerance for cartoons, even if they're brilliant.
Yeah, no, that's his ringtone. It's a song called Mulatto Butts.
Lotto bust. I don't know what that means. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's not digress too much. So I'm testing as you. Okay. So my name is Brent Kupras. Yep. Okay. All right. So I'm only testing as Coop. Yes. Okay. So Coop. Oh, sorry. Okay. So Coop, is there something energetic to do for you right now? Yes. Okay. Whatever we have for you, is that for the betterment of anybody watching live or in the future as well? Yep. So if this resonates for you, just because we're talking to Coop specifically doesn't mean it's only for Coop. If it applies to you, you'll get what you need. So, okay. So are we going to check you for usual suspect nooks and crannies of your energy field? We sure are. Okay. And it's safe and appropriate to work with you today? Yep. Okay. So Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Nope. Okay. You have one or more dead people with you. Yep. Okay. You have exactly one dead person, exactly two, exactly three, exactly three. Okay. Let me just make a little note here. Okay. Man, my handwriting is crazy town when I'm trying to write fast while I'm in the middle of my flow of working. So not important. Anyway, okay. So there's 3 dead people with Coop. Yeah. Okay. So are the 3 of them ready to move on? Not yet. Okay. Are any of the 3 ready to move on? Just need an escort? Okay. So that's a yes. So exactly 1 is ready to move on. Exactly 2 are ready to move on. Okay. The ones that are ready to move on, would Jesus be the best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Say goodbye to 2 of your little friends. Here we go. All right. So have we successfully released these 2 dead people? Thanks, Jesus. Okay, that's a yes. Okay, so there's one more. This one is ready to move on. No. Okay, is this anybody that Coop has ever known in this lifetime? Well, you might guess by the look on my face that that was a yes. Okay, so this is a male that you've known in this lifetime? Yes. This is a female. Nope. Oh, very quick answers. Like somebody's not fucking around. So, okay, is this anybody that I've known in this lifetime? Okay. That was a yes on me, knowing this person too.
Interesting.
Well, I have 2 people that I can think of just off the top of my head that you and I have both known, that are male that have passed. So I'm going to start with them and just see. Well, let's just ask, was this a Sigma Chi? Nope.
Huh.
Was this my boyfriend, Alex? Really? Huh. Alex Kalin?
Alex Kalin.
Didn't you say when he died, didn't you know, you knew him? You didn't know he had been my boyfriend ever.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So I remember, weren't you in a fantasy football league with him or something?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
something related to my ex-husband? Yeah, we lived on the same floor in the dorms. I lived on a co-ed floor, me and Sadie. And so Alex lived down the hall, and he was kind of a curmudgeon, and everyone loved how he loosened up and lightened up and got very sweet when he was with me for a while. And then out of the dorms, bye, Colleen. So anyway, yeah, but he passed at his own hand several years ago. So this is that Alex. For reals? Somebody's fucking with me. No. So this is Alex. How interesting.
Yeah. Small world, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All these stories keep coming up. It's like, yeah, we don't need to go there anyway, but they're pretty good. Okay, so Alex, is there something that I can do for you today? Yeah. Okay. Have you yet moved on to the light? Really? I get a no. Yeah, I know it's been within the lease at least the last 7 years, 5 years maybe since he passed. Okay. So you're asking for some help in moving on to the light? Yes. You're ready to move on to the light? No. Okay.
No.
Did you know how much I liked you? Yeah, you did. Okay. So anywho, yeah, Alex. Okay. So there's something we can do for you today energetically to help you move on to the light. Yes. Okay. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is in an odd numbered row, this is in an even numbered row. Okay, so row 10. Okay, the ever popular atrophied or frozen emotions. And I usually wouldn't say somebody's last name except, he's passed. Excuse me. So we're looking at an atrophied or a frozen emotion. Okay, Alex, this is, oh my gosh. Oh, hi, Kathy. She says my work with animals is the best. Oh, I was just talking to an animal healer earlier. It's like, oh, thanks, Kathy. Yay. I've been wanting to talk to you too. Okay. So, thank you. So my old boyfriend from UC Davis from Nova Hall, third floor Nova Hall. Oh, and if you've read my book at the very beginning, I'm talking about sitting in the hallway where Alex's door was, 3 doors down maybe? Yeah. Aw. All right. I was writing a term paper. So, okay. So this is a frozen negative emotion. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. Dishonor. That's interesting. Not that I get a vote here, but the first place my brain goes with that is perhaps the dishonor of taking your own life. Yeah, I hadn't been in touch with him for years, but I know he was in touch with a lot of people, and I guess, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, dishonor. So, Alex, you have frozen energy of dishonor. Does it have to do with the way you passed? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else we need to understand about this in order to disrupt this pattern? That was an immediate no. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to use a bypass circuitry to disrupt this pattern for you, Alex. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. And this is for anybody else who this resonates with, just so you know. So this is in column A, column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. This is Transformational Awakening. That's the name. That's the one that resonates of the bypass circuitries. So let's check in with Gaia, who will take care of this for Alex. He will disrupt this pattern for Alex and anybody else who needs it. So Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of dishonor for Alex and anyone else who needs it today, watching live or in the future? Yep. This is safe and appropriate for anybody and everybody. Yep. Are we ready? We are. So I'm going to close my eyes and hold space for Gaia to disrupt this pattern for whoever needs it, especially Alex. Okay, Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of dishonor for Alex and anybody else who needs it? Yep. Thank you, Gaia. You're awesome. Okay. Excuse me. Give me just a sec. Okay. So, Alex, are you ready to move on to the light? Nope. There's something else you need energetically from me today? Yeah. Okay, this is on my master menu. Yeah. It's in column A. No. In column B. My answers are getting timid, but it is in column B. This is in an odd numbered row. Yeah. Judy said her parents died by suicide. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, this is for anybody who needs it. Excuse me. So, this is in column B in an odd numbered row. In row 1, 3. Okay, 3 is taking me to what's listed on my master menu as a shared chakra. So, what that means is some kind of energetic entanglement. Yeah. So, there's a chakra involved here for you, Alex. Yes, this is your first chakra, second, third, fourth. Okay. So do we need further detail as to the entanglement or who's involved with that for you? No. Okay. So it's safe and appropriate from the light to disentangle this shared heart chakra for whoever needs it. Yes, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Yeah. Okay. I have to cough. Excuse me, making horrible noises. Man, yeah, like why do coughs have to last? Okay. Okay, and I know a lot of people are going through this right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and separate that entanglement. And what that means to me is we're going to, whatever, if this is applicable to you, whether you know it or not, yeah, we're going to disentangle your energy, Alex's energy, give it back to everyone it belongs to, and give the other person or other, whatever it is, their energy back. So everyone is clean from that. So it's safe and appropriate from the light to go ahead and disentangle this heart chakra energy for whoever needs it. Yep. Are we ready? Yep. Okay. Give me a moment. Kind of funny because of the trees and the sun and the lights. With my eyes closed, it kind of gave an extra like mood lighting for what I was seeing in my mind. Anyway, so have we successfully separated all the heart chakras that needed separating today? And that's for anybody watching live or in the future. Yep. Okay, good. All right. So, Alex, is there anything else you need in order to move on to the light? Yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. No. Okay. That takes me to a negative portal. Oh, it's so dry. Okay. Well, good thing I'm doing several sessions today where I do a lot of talking. Okay, so it is a good thing. Okay, so dimensional spiral portal, no. Okay, is this a seal 'em up portal? Good news, that's an easy one. So this is in column A in an odd numbered row. No, in row 2, 4, 4, and dimensional portal. Dimensional negative portal is what resonates. So it's safe and appropriate to seal this up for Alex and anybody else who needs it watching live or in the future. Yep. Are we ready? Okay, we are. So give me a moment. Okay. So have we successfully sealed up this negative portal for whoever needs it? Specifically, Alex. Yes. Okay, Alex, is there anything else you need today in order to move to the light? No, you're ready to move to the light? Okay, well, this is super vulnerable, but why stop now? So, Alex, just in case it helps you, I really did love you, and thank you for not staying with me because you wouldn't have been right for me. Yeah, but I really appreciated your humor and intelligence. And yeah, and I hope you felt loved by me. And I wish you peace. So, whew, okay, so Alex, you're ready to go and you hear me? Okay, that's a yes. Okay, Jesus, are you ready to take Alex home? Yes. Okay. And Alex, are you okay with Jesus? Okay. He was Jewish, so I don't know. But that's a yes. Okay, Jesus, are you ready? Okay. Let's take him home. Bye, Alex. It's nice seeing you. Okay. So, Jesus, have we successfully taken him home? Yep. My name is Colleen. Yes. Okay. My name is Coop. So I still get a yes on that, yeah. So, is there something oh, that's right. Thank you. Okay. I just remembered. So Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Yes. Okay. So, is that a good place to stop for everybody today? Yeah. I mean, it's already been an hour and 1 minute.
Yeah,
Um,
dog out. He's
yeah.
going nuts here.
And we have some dog demands, frustrated dog demands. Yeah. So anyway, and Kathy says, "How beautiful your vulnerability and helping Alex move to the light. I love you so much." Well, I love
Yeah,
you too. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you're subscribed to my channel. I'm trying to get better at saying all the things that, yeah, whatever. But I do want more subscribers because I want more people to know about energy work and how to feel better. And yeah, and I'm sorry I don't have a theme song for you, Kathy. So I'm gonna have to create one for you next time. Kathy, she's Kathy, Miss Fallbrook from back in the day. Welcome. Okay, I just made up a song for you. Okay. So anyway, any closing words, Coop?
No, just yeah, I feel better.
Well,
So
good.
I always do whenever we're done. Whatever you're
Yeah.
doing, it certainly doesn't hurt. So
Yeah, and I hope you find your passion again because I know
yeah,
you're a very passionate person. So
well, it's
that
gonna
must
be
feel really
it's gonna
gross
be
to
a
not
long
feel
term
it.
thing for me. It's not necessarily isn't anything really new, but I'm just
Yeah.
feeling it. I'm just feeling like I don't know. I can kind of see like I mean, it's all. I can really. I do feel like it's up to me. It's not like other parts of my life are keeping me down or whatever. I'm like
Yeah.
And so I just feel I am empowered. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't want to do anything.
Watch
So,
less news. Maybe that'll help. Focus on what you want.
I've been trying. I've been trying. It's pretty. I mean, I was an international relations major, foreign policy since World War
Oh
II.
gosh. Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we're going back to like the 1850s here, basically. So it's
Yeah.
pretty insane.
Well,
Anyway,
we'll save that for another day.
yeah,
But sending you love, sending everyone love,
yeah.
focus on what you want and less on what's happening in the world because it's just reflecting gunk back to you. It's not serving.
I'm feeling grateful that I have the luxury that I can turn it off. I am not like in some country where it's like we have to leave because our country is so messed up. We have to become refugees and go. You
Yeah.
know,
So
I mean,
remember,
it's all
hold gratitude for all the good stuff we
yeah.
have, and the more
Thanks.
you pay attention to what you want and what you already are grateful for,
Um,
the universe is okay. Oh my God, I just remembered what I was going to say. Oh, what a great way to end the show. So the woman that I work with every Wednesday, so like she's helping me kind of create my course just by her being her and like what she's trying to work on magic
yeah,
wise. And I couldn't remember because Alex and your energy showed up. Basically, all I was going to say was she mentioned something that I already know this, but she said it in a way that was like, oh, you know, like something. Well, sometimes you just need to hear something in a certain way, and it like clicks harder or something. Don't worry, doggy, you'll get to go out in a second. But basically, she threw out there, and it's absolutely true. And wrap your brain around this one: the universe is always and only saying yes. So if you're focusing on some negative shit and or as a group, there's an energy of this isn't a blame thing, but they, you know, if I'm focusing on I don't have enough money. Oh, you don't have enough money. Okay, yes. Like the universe, like we are co-creators and our experience is, I think, the bottom line. And yeah, so focus on like what you really want your life to look like. Get into that
yeah,
feeling and try to catch yourself or do catch yourself when you go to that shithole and go, no, thank you. and focus on what you want, at least more of the time, and
Yes.
focus more good stuff. Anyway, I love you all. Before I say anything else, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. And here we go. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Cole.